Namaskaram. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Shrimat Kanchana Padma Madhya Nilayam Pitambaralankratam Shankam Chakravarabayam Nitatim Balendu Maulim Shivam Simhasyobhari Samastitam Tranena Mukasuradhvamsini Sri Kolapuravasini Bhagavatim Dhyayami Mukambikam Uma Komala Hastabhyam Sambhavitaralatanam Hiranyakundalam Vande Kumaram Pushkarashajam Shanmugam Jaganadisham Shambancha Parameshwaram Mama Dukkha Vinasaya Santatam Chintayamyaham. Since the year 2014, with the motto of People Service is God Service, and helping each one of us to realize the Almighty, the Ulaga Hindu Samaya Anmiga Kalachara Mayyam is offering an excellent service towards the Sanatana Dharma. All these have been possible due to the hard and dedicated work of the founder and the entire crew. The founder being Vikasaratna, Dr. Sivasri, Pichai Shivacharya Ravargal, and the entire team spread worldwide in supporting this Ulaga Hindu Samaya Anmiga Kalachara Mayyam. With the current pandemic, Anna Iniyadalam is organizing this festival for the entire month and inviting all walks of life people to participate. Young, old, and people around the world are participating in this month-long event. I am really honored to participate in today's event and share my learnings. I would pray to goddesses Mukhambika and Skandagiri Murugan to shower their blessings to the entire team, especially the young participants and their parents and their teachers who are involved in making this a great effort to spread Sanatana Dharma. I particularly thank the entire team of UK Norwich Shloka Group, which is organized by Srimati Ambika Rajesh, and all the participants who were involved in today's program. I see a great effort has been gone in teaching the shlokas to the entire team. I wish them a good luck and would pray to the Almighty to shower them with more strength to keep up the Sanatana Dharma. It's really a delight to see the young and old of this country participating with full devotion and dedication. Today, I have been given an opportunity to share my learnings about this auspicious month. You would have talked or heard many things about the Dhanurmasa Puja, Dhanurmasam, in terms of spiritual practices. However, I'm trying to bring in science and how human body is also more valuable and how the Margali Masam affects us. Thank you. Margashirisha is also known as Margali in Tamil, which is considered to be the auspicious for putting efforts in one's own spiritual growth, like sadhana, vrita, bhajan, or puja. This is same for upasakas of Shiva, Shakti, Vishnu, Murugan, and other deities. Margashirisha is named after the Mrgashira Nakshatra, the time when the full moon appears closest to the Orion constellation. The name can itself be taken to the meaning that one that leads us to the right path. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Masanam Margashiro Anurmatanam Kusumakaraha. That is, among the months, Sri Krishna is the Margashira, indicating that he himself puts the bhakta on the path towards the divine. Most of our celebrations and festivals falls during the 6 months period of Dakshinayana period between Adi to Margadi months in Tamil calendar, like Upakarmas, Pillaiyarpatti, Navaratri, Saraswati Puja, Deepavali, Varalakshmi Vratam, Gokulashtami, Adi Amavasya, Adi Purnami, Adi Kirtigai, and Kartika Deepam. But there are also several divine festivals that falls during this Margadi month. On the Sukla Ekadashi, Gita Jayanti is celebrated. Vaikunta Ekadasi falls on this month. Krishna Paksha Ashtami is celebrated as Kala Bhairava Ashtami, the day when Shiva manifested himself as Kala Bhairava. Tiruvadara or Aradra Darshanam is also celebrated in this month. In particular, this festival, the cosmic dance of Shiva as Nataraja representing the continuous cycle of creation and destruction is celebrated. Dattatreya Jayanti occurs on this Purnima day. Katyayani Vratam, especially the Gopikas carried out for Sri Krishna, is also observed in this month. And also you would have seen that Lord of Sri Ayyappa Bhaktas follow the Vratam during this month. The significance of Margashira in aspect of human body and science. Okay. The science behind the Hindu calendar, you would have known the Hindu calendar to be used. Hindu calendar is a lunisolar calendar, meaning it is based on the motions of both sun and moon as observed from the earth. The Hindu calendar superimposes the lunar calendar over the solar one. As one observes from the earth, the sun appears to move between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Beyond these, the poles over the sun is never over above us. It is always appears that it is either in the east or west. According to the Surya Siddhanta, when the sun appears to be moving in the northern direction, the Tropic of Capricorn to the Tropic of Cancer, this period is called as Uttarayana. This will last from winter solstice to the summer solstice. Similarly, between the summer solstice and winter solstice, the sun appears to be moving south, which comprises of Dakshinayana. The significance of Margashira in aspect of human body and science. At this time of the year, the planet Earth is closest to the sun. In the northern hemisphere, this should have been the hottest month, but it's the coldest because the northern face of the planet is facing far away from the sun. The closeness to the sun renders an angle which the sun rays are diffused as they hit the planet. They fail to warm the earth, and so it's more cooler during this time of the year. But in terms of the sun's gravity function, the planet is the highest during this period since it's close. And the planet is closest to the sun, so the maximum pull of the sun's gravity happens at this time. This is the effect of Margari month has on the human species. It pulls us from the base. The weather cools down, and also according to the Ayurveda, the bodily fire resides within the human becomes stronger, facilitating the digestion and assimilation. Therefore, making our body prepared for the sadhana. Therefore, marks of this month of an opportunity to put efforts towards one goal. One is expected to wake early in the Brahma Muhurta and spend time on their spiritual progress. What is Brahma Muhurtam? The time of the day before the sunrise is called Brahma Muhurtam, the most favorable time for spiritual practices. It is also known that it is equivalent to a day of Devas. Okay. The whole of our month of Margashira is equivalent to Brahma Muhurtam for Devas. So one earthly year is equivalent to one earthly Devas day. The worship of God is done on this month, especially on the early mornings, and is therefore considered particularly auspicious. Marga is a time to bring the balance and stability to the system. They are practices in the yogic system which has been transmitted in the culture in many different ways. We tend to follow the 4 paths of yoga, which is namely Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Karma Yoga, Kriya Yoga. We should be getting up at the Brahma Muhurtam, take bath and do our Nitya Anushtanam and go for Nagara Sankirtana or Bhajanai. Sing and practice in devotion. Woman usually practices creating geometrical figures, which is called as columns. Most of us also practice and recite Tirupavai and Tiruvambavai. Tirupavai belongs to the Pavai genre of songs, a unique Tamil tradition sung in the context of Pavai, vow observed throughout the Margali month. There are 30 pasurams or verses rendered by Sri Andal, one verse each day of the month. It appropriately ends with the statement that whoever sings these 30 verses will receive God's blessing and happiness and peace. Tiruvambavai, which is composed on Lord Shiva, was also composed by Manika Vachagar and is part of Tiruvasakam. Tiruvasakam in Tamil means holy script, and there is a saying, if Tiruvasakam does not move you into tears, nothing else will. Tiruvambavai is also world famous. Do you know that it is being sung in the coronation of Thailand's kings? Of course, that is why it has been a part of Sanatana Dharma for a very, very long time. This month is also believed to be beneficial environmentally. It witnesses a reduction in depletion of the ozone layer, which is considered healthy and vitalizing for the human body. So there are many benefits, both physical and mental, and we humans have to start practicing all the parts of yoga, 3 parts of yoga at least, which is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga during these Dhanurmasam. It's very important that we spend our time wisely and devote so that we get the maximum benefit during this year. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to share some of my learnings with you. Especially I thank Gurukul of Sri London, Sri Ganesh Shivacharya, for giving me this opportunity to share some thoughts. Thank you. Namaste.